Hello, I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to jump on in. Hi. All right, I see one person in here. Gonna get started in just a sec. Hello. Somebody give me a thumbs up as soon as you can hear me. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about something a little controversial to some of you. I might have to use some controversial words like back to school. I'm sorry. It seems really silly to be talking about back to school, but believe it or not, we're already in the second week of August. So school will be here before we know it, and we want to be prepared. And tonight we're going to talk about some tips on how you can incorporate essential oils into your back to school routine. So for me, I'm going to start right now with a little bit of Valor because I still get a little nervous doing these videos. And what I like to do is I rub it in my hands, I cup it over my nose, I take 3 nice breaths, and I put a little bit on my back. And it really helps me with some courage. So since I already have the Valor in my hand, let's talk about Valor. How many of you have one of those children, or you think you might have one of those children, who are going to be wrapped around your leg and hugging on your waist on the first day of school and not wanting to leave and crying, right? I had one of those. So when my littlest was 3, he went into the 3-year-old pre-K program, and he was holding on to me so tight. His legs were wrapped around my leg, his arms were wrapped around my waist, and he was screaming, and he didn't want to go. And I'll never forget, the teacher came, and she picked him up, and she was helping him off me, and he turned around, and he kicked her right in the shin. And he was just so nervous, and they, once they leave us, then they're okay. But it's really unnerving for them, especially when they're going to meet new people, and they don't know what to expect. So I wish I had Valor then. Valor is really good for maybe your children are shy, they're not outgoing, they have a hard time making new friends. So it has a really calming scent, and it gives feelings of like empowerment, confidence, helps to overcome fears. It just has that smell about it. I use Valor when I fly because I'm a little nervous to get on the airplane. So Valor is really great for the first day of school, the first few days of school. Some kids might need it the whole school year. It's really good to help with emotional balance and to get them kind of moving into the school routine. Another great one for first day of school, Stress Away. Obviously, it does exactly what it says. I put a little bit on before I went live. Also, I loaded up with oils before I went on. Stress Away is very calming. Similar to Valor, when I use emotional oils, I like to do them behind my ears, over my heart, and on my wrists. And that's where I put them when I know that I need some extra emotional support. So we have now Valor, Stress Away, Lavender, very calming as well, and can help, has a scenting that's very calming, a very calming scent. And then Peace and Calming. Peace and Calming is also a very relaxing scent, helps chill out. And these can also be used even the night before. You can put them in the diffuser to help relax them before the first day of school. I even like to put them together in like a roll-on. I add lavender and Stress Away together in a roll-on. I top it with fractionated coconut oil, and then I apply it to the wrist, the back of the neck, whenever I know that stressful moments are coming. So these are 4 really great oils for getting ready for the first day of school and leading up into that day and the days going on, especially when they're little and they don't know what to expect and they're all so nervous, like I am now. But they work very well. What else? Yeah, I'm checking my notes, so I made sure because I didn't want to go over topic. All right, so wake up routine. I don't know about what you guys have at home. So I have 2 boys, and one is a piece of cake to wake up. He's happy, he's bubbly, he's up, and he's dressed, and he's going. And then my other one, not so much. Some days I actually have to literally drag him out of bed by his feet screaming, and he's grumpy. He doesn't like to get up in the morning. So for him, I found what works, and I go to all the citrus oils for him because he responds really well. And when you smell citrus oils, it makes you happy. It's uplifting, so it uplifts the spirit. So I use grapefruit, tangerine, lemon, and orange. And what I actually do when I wake my son up, and I kid you not, so I sneak into his room before I wake him, I put a little bit of lemon in my hands, rub my hands together, and then right before I wake him up, I just go like this over him, like sprinkle fairy dust. And you probably think I'm crazy, but it really does work. And then whatever's left, I rub it on his pillow. And it helps him wake up in a better mood. I mean, he even tells me he helps him wake up in a better mood because it's uplifting. You have to find the oils that work for that individual person. So for him, it's citrus, and he also likes peppermint. So what I do is after he's up and about, when they come downstairs, in my diffuser, I usually have peppermint going. The great thing is, before they're going off to school and while they're having breakfast, there are many oils that you can diffuse and apply topically to encourage like a focused environment. Before school, maybe before a testing day, or even during homework time. I like to do it when they come home from school. So a really great one that I even use for myself, really helps me, is Brain Power. It's a great blend, and it really helps stay focused and help concentration. I like to do it on the back of my neck, like right up here by the brainstem, or you could also put it up here. You could also diffuse it, and it works really well. But in the mornings and during homework time, there's some great oils that you can diffuse. There's Clarity, which if you are overwhelmed or you need to stay focused on a task, or you're one of those people who kind of go off on tangents all over the place, hence my notes, so I don't go off on a tangent all over the place. Clarity is a wonderful oil to use. I use it on my temples, I use it on the back of my neck, and I diffuse it as well. It's a great homework time diffusing oil, wonderful. Rosemary, similar. So rosemary is also really great. It's been touted for years to just encourage good memory and to help concentration. So just breathing in that air just helps your mind stay a little bit clearer, a little sharper. Really wonderful oil for that as well. And then the good old staple, peppermint. Peppermint I even keep in my car all the time, because when we're driving and sometimes you start nodding off or you're stuck in traffic and you need to wake up, I just start breathing peppermint. I breathe it in through my hands, or I have like a little diffuser hanging off of my rear view mirror, so I add a little peppermint to that, and it's really, it wakes you up. It's alert. You could even put some of these on the bottom of the feet. So if before the kids are going off to school, maybe there's an oil that they don't love the smell of. Clarity's great, but my son doesn't love it. It has like a black licorice type smell. So we do it on the bottoms of the feet if there's an oil that they don't like the smell of. So they're still getting the benefit of the oil, but they don't have to walk around thinking they smell like oils. You know how kids are, especially once they hit the teen years and the earlier, late elementary school years, they don't want to be different than anybody. So it's really great. And even for that, you can make a roll-on. and put it on the bottom of their feet or the back of their neck. And if they're old enough, you could stick it in their backpack. I have a friend whose son, every time, he has a test and he's nervous and he gets the jitters, she makes him like a relaxation roll on where he just puts it on and it makes him feel better so he doesn't feel so nervous for the test. So those are some really good homework and wake up time oils to get people going and get the brain really moving about. Oh, and another thing that you could do is put them in a diffuser bracelet or a necklace. So like the necklaces, you could either make them out of clay. My boys have done that too, or you can buy a diffuser necklace and they have like a little piece of felt inside. So you put some oil in it and then they can carry the scent with them all day long. Breathe it when they need to. Same thing for bracelets. They sell like leather bracelets that you can add oils to, and then the kids can smell it all day long whenever they feel like they need to smell it. So that's another great way to incorporate into your day without, it overrunning what the kids need to do or getting in the way of what they need to do. Okie doke. What can you send to school? So the lists are already starting to come home. Some schools need more than others, everybody needs the paper towels. We always yell like, why do they need 4 rolls of paper towels and 10 boxes of wipes? Young Living has wipes. They also have hand sanitizer, which I love because it's chemical free, has no triclosan, and they can get it on their hands and then eat. You don't have to worry that they're ingesting chemicals because it's chemical free, it's all plant-based. So I do love it for that reason. So this is something that you can send in to school, send in with their lunch boxes. Another thing is, I don't even know what I do with it. Here it is. So you know how like teachers are asking, send in a dish, hand soap. Young Living makes Thieves hand soap. So like when you're sending in, I used to go to the dollar store and send in soft soap, and I feel bad because now that I know what's in it, I don't want my kid using that anymore. So you can send in a bottle of Young Living hand soap. Sometimes when they ask for spray cleaners, send them in something plant-based. 1 capful or 2 capfuls of the Thieves household cleaner in a dollar store spray bottle filled with some water is super healthy for your kids and all the kids in the classroom. And it's not costing you a lot of money, but that anyone breathing in is not breathing in chemicals. So it's not even something that I ever thought of until just recently somebody mentioned it to me. But it's a great idea. Why not share it with the teachers and tell them, here's a better option. Sorry, it always happens. Here's a better option. Don't use the chemicals that you're normally using from school. Just 1 or 2 capfuls of the Thieves, and you send this in. Sadie, good. Another thing that someone else in our group, Andrea, does, and I thought it was a great idea. Every day she sends her son in with a Ziploc bag in his lunchbox, and what she does is she takes the paper towels, she soaks them in the Thieves cleaner, and this is what he uses to wash his hands with. It's plant-based, he's not gonna get sick, it doesn't have chemicals in it, and then when he's done, he just throws the paper towel out. So many times I would say to my kids, did you wash your hands before you ate? Yeah, Ma, I did. Well, this, you just lay it on, you put it back, and once it's soaked, she puts it back in the bag, and she leaves it on top of his lunch. And this is what he uses to wipe his hands. Maybe even when they get into the cafeteria, the table is dirty or whatever, he's got something to clean it with. It's awesome. So I thought that was a really neat idea as well. So those are some things that you could send into school, with your kids, even just for the teachers or just for everyone to use. And hey, we're showing other people how to live a better life. So maybe their teacher doesn't know that there are healthier alternatives to the blue Windex that most people send in or the soft scrub. So just think that you might be changing somebody's life just by sending in a bottle of Thieves cleaner or some pump soap. So it's a good idea. All right. As the school year progresses, we spend more time indoors. The windows are shut more often. We're not getting as much fresh air. We're not drinking as much water. Most of us aren't. And a lot less fresh fruits and vegetables, let's be real. As the days get shorter and darker, we're kind of hibernating. We're not eating as well. And then those dreaded letters start coming home from school. Here's what I think about that. If you're not already doing a daily wellness regimen, please start. It's so hard to catch up afterwards. So once you're not feeling well anymore, it's so hard to get your body back in balance that it's not worth it. And you're exposing yourself to so many things out in the world as it is. So I like to say to come from a place of wellness. Stay above that wellness line. Start now. Start today so that come September 9th or whenever your first day of school is, you're not panicking because you're like, oh, I don't want my kids to get sick. Start it now, because then it'll be a habit for them. And it'll be a habit for your whole family. And honestly, it's a really good habit. Staying above where the wellness is where you want to be. You don't want to fight from behind. So here's a few things that I do to not fall behind and to stay ahead. And honestly, my kids fell right in line. If they see you doing it, they're going to do it too. The first thing we did was get rid of the chemicals. We talked about all of that already, and that was one of the best things we could have ever done. Next thing, you all know my love of this stuff, so it's no surprise, this Ninja Red, okay? All four of us drink this every single day without fail. Sometimes more than we probably even should, because it's so helpful. It's wonderful for the immune system. It's great for antioxidants. 2 ounces a day, it's all you need. We don't take vitamins anymore. This is our vitamin. It's a liquid vitamin. And it's pumped with so many nutrients and antioxidants. We don't need any other vitamins. The kids used to take 1 ounce and we took 2 ounces, but now they're both old enough. So every morning there's shot glasses lined up on the table and we all take our Ninja Red 2 ounces a day. This is wellness in a bottle. That's what I'm talking about. Like, don't wait until you're not feeling good. Do it every day. Be proactive. And it's so much easier to live that way and so much less stressful. You won't need as much stress away if you're doing this. So first and foremost, for that healthy immune system throughout the school year, Ninja Red. I don't know if Dana's on, but Dana's daughter drinks it out of a sippy cup. She used to mix it with water when she was really little. I think she's been drinking it since she's, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2. So my kids have been drinking it since they're little too. They've been drinking it almost 4 years now. So you just adjust the dose, how much you're drinking for their age, and whether, sometimes you can mix it with water because it's all made with berries. So sometimes the kids think it's a little tart, so I mix it with a little water, but my kids drink it straight down. They love it. The immune oils. So we have thyme and thyme vitality, oregano and oregano vitality, and then thieves and thieves vitality. And those 3 oils, it's so versatile. Every night, especially during the school year. I don't do it much during the summer. I probably should, but I focus on it more in the winter. Thieves. 1 drop of thieves on the bottom of each person's foot each night before bed. This helps keep their immune system healthy, and if they do happen to have need some throat support or respiratory support, you can add the Vitality to a cup of hot water or a cup of tea. My husband just had one earlier, and helps soothe the throat, and the thieves naturally helps your immune system and helps support your immune system. And I would say the same of the oregano and the thyme, but for those, I would probably put them in a capsule because they're strong tasting. Sometimes when we're away on vacation or something, I bring extra capsules, and just precautionary, I'll take a little capsule and I'll add some drops of oregano, thieves, and thyme Vitality, just to be proactive and give my immune system a little extra boost. So that's a really good way also to just boost their immune system. What I also do is, for that, I also make a roll-on. So in the roll-on, I put 5 drops of thyme, 5 drops of thieves, 5 drops of oregano, and 4 drops of lemon. And as each kid is running out the door, because they're not going to be letting me oil up their feet in the morning, as each kid is running out the door, I lift up the shirt, vroom, vroom, I go right up and down the back of their spine, and this helps keep that, their immune system healthy. especially during the school year. It's wonderful to have healthier options and to not have to rely on, my kids the other day opened the cabinet. They was like, where's all the junk that used to be in here? And I said, well, you really don't need it anymore. It's not good for us. So we swapped out for healthier versions. And it's a great thing to look through your home and see where you used to have unhealthy versions and you swap them out. Nowadays we call it ditch and switch. What can you ditch and switch out for something healthier? And I think now at this point we've pretty much switched it all out. I don't think we have anything, maybe my dish detergents. Yeah, sorry, the dishwasher. That's the last thing I got to get rid of. So that's next for me. But everything else we've swapped out. Respiratory support. You have RC, eucalyptus, Breathe Again. Those are great to put in the diffuser at night. Once that December, January time of year starts to come, it's just a staple. It automatically goes into our diffusers, and that's what they breathe in at night. And it's just breathing it in just helps us breathe nice and easy and just have a better sleep. You can even take thieves. When I like to clean their drapes, I used to use Lysol. But in between washings during the winter, I take thieves oil and I put it in a spray bottle with some water, and just every day I just mist their drapes in their bedrooms and the blinds in their bedrooms, because and I'm not using an aerosol anymore, and that's all I used to have is aerosols. So there's really a lot of good options. There's Thieves cough drops. Those are awesome too. If you happen to get sick and you need that soothing throat, the Thieves cough drops are a great option as well. The entire Thieves line is really good. So I really think that there's so many options that you have in front of you to make your school year healthier, and that's it. To me, it's the way to be, chemical free. So if you have any questions, put them in there. We'll all be happy to answer them. Otherwise, go back to the person that referred you to this video or to the group, and they're the best person to help you out. So I hope you guys got some information out of here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm half blind, so I can't be reading all these comments until afterwards, but I will get to you all after. And that's it. Have a really good night. I'm sorry I had to say the dreaded back to school word. I'm sorry. But it's coming, whether we want it or not, so we might as well be prepared and be proactive. And that's about it, guys. So have a great night. Take care. Bye.